In the world of One Piece, there are very few capable of fighting at the highest level and holding their own against strong individuals such as the Pirate King, Gol D. the man who conquered the Grand Line, uncovered the secrets of the world, and found the legendary treasure known as the One Piece. He changed the course of history by starting the Great Pirate Era with his final words. He was a symbol of freedom, a man who laughed in the face of death, and one who left behind an era of chaos and dreams. But like all great legends, Roger's story didn't begin at the top, and it certainly wasn't free from defeat. Roger's strength is unquestionable. At his peak, he clashed evenly with Edward Newgate, Whitebeard, the man said to possess the power to destroy the world. Their legendary battle on an unnamed island, filled with Conqueror's Haki so powerful that the very skies split apart, stands as one of the greatest displays of might in the series. Yet Roger's power wasn't just brute strength. He wielded the supreme grade blade, Ace, one of only 12 in the world, and more importantly, he mastered all 3 types of Haki, which he used so masterfully he didn't even need a devil fruit. Yes, Gol D was a Haki user, only proving that sheer will and spirit could rival the most powerful of devil fruit abilities. But even so, he was not invincible. There was one man who once brought Roger to his knees, a man whose name the world government has tried desperately to erase. Gol D. The Rocks pirates were unlike any crew that came after. They weren't bound by friendship or dreams. They were held together by fear, violence, and mutual interest. Rocks sought to be king, not of the pirates but of the entire world, a goal so terrifying that even the celestial dragons feared him. His ambition? To overthrow the world government and become its ruler. His crew was a monster's roster. Whitebeard, the world's strongest man. Big Mom, the soul-snatching Yonko. Kaido, the future embodiment of a beast. Shiki, the golden lion who could levitate fleets with his devil fruit. Captain John, whose treasure is still hunted by Buggy, and many other future powerhouses. These weren't subordinates, these were apex predators, bound under the banner of Rocks, a man strong enough to dominate them all. The final fall of Rocks happened 38 years ago at God Valley. According to Fleet Admiral Sengoku, this battle was so intense and consequential that the world government decided to erase it from history. The only reason we know it happened is because they couldn't erase the legends who fought there. Roger didn't win alone. He allied with marine hero Monkey D. Garp, and together, they fought side by side. A pirate and a marine, 2 opposing forces with a common goal, to stop Rocks. But here's where things get darker and deeper. In Kuma's flashback, we learn that Roger met Rocks a year before God Valley. And it wasn't just a conversation. Roger states he's been feeling it since last year, a line filled with bitterness and unspoken pain. What exactly happened in that first encounter? Oda doesn't show us, but he leaves us just enough to understand. Roger lost. Not a draw, a loss. And it makes sense. Sengoku didn't call Whitebeard Roger's greatest rival. He called Rocks his greatest enemy. That word choice matters. An enemy is not just an opponent. It's someone who leaves a permanent scar, someone who haunts you. Whitebeard and Roger fought as equals. They respected each other. They even exchanged sake like brothers. But Rocks was a different breed. No honor, no code, only conquest. And Roger, for all his strength, wasn't yet the Pirate King. Not then. Not a year before God Valley. This would mean that Gol D is the only known pirate to ever defeat Gol D in battle. Not through trickery, not through luck, but in sheer might. It also paints a new light on why Roger was willing to ally with Garp. He knew he couldn't win alone, not against Rocks. And maybe that's why Garp, who hates pirates with all his soul, chose to team up with one. Because even Garp knew Rocks was a threat to the very balance of the world. What followed was God Valley, a battle that saw the fall of the Rocks pirates, a battle that left the island wiped from the map. A battle that raised Garp to the title of Hero of the Marines, and further propelled Roger toward his destiny. But let's not forget, that final battle was not revenge. It was redemption. Roger had been bested before, and in God Valley, he came back with everything, his crew, his will, and his spirit stronger than ever. This loss, this hidden defeat, is the moment that made Roger who he was. Because in defeat, we see the true shape of a man. He didn't let it break him. He rose. He grew. He stood again. And this time, he won. And maybe that's what separates Roger from everyone else. Not that he never lost, but that he never stayed down. Even the Pirate King was once brought to his knees, but he stood back up and changed the world. So the next time you hear the name Gol D, remember, the Pirate King was not born in glory. He was forged in fire, in pain, in loss. And once upon a time, he too was defeated. Well, that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in another amazing video. Until then, stay awesome and stay legendary.